I'm on Live at 3. It's What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have us all talking.
We're joined by John and Willow from BizStarts Milwaukee, plus Jeff Wagner is back. Topic number one, if you're looking to join the Army, you might want to think twice before getting your next tattoo. New Army recruits will not be able to have tattoos below their elbows and knees or above their necklines. Current soldiers will be able to keep their tattoos, but new members will be forced to pay to remove any tattoos that don't meet these new requirements. Do you think there should be a partial ban on tattoos for soldiers?
Well, you know, there's two things here. There's what should be and what's really viable and feasible. Tattoos have become such a part of American culture that a lot of people start getting tattoos when they're 18. They get sleeves, they get neck bands, they get, I don't know if you call them knee socks. I'm sorry, I'm not that tattoo savvy. But if someone makes a career choice to enter the military, now there's an enormous financial barrier if they had a wild night or made a decision to get a tattoo in a place that shows. I just don't think it's practical.
I'm still back with, I want to know about Annie joining the military or getting the tattoo. I'm still, it's funny. I talked about this on my radio show yesterday, and I was just swamped with phone calls. And interestingly, I heard from people, either active duty military or retired military, and almost to a man and a woman, they supported this. The whole idea was that this uniformity, it's really designed for when they're in their summer uniforms, the forearms and below the knees, so that it doesn't show. And I was interested because almost everybody said, look, when you join the military, this is one of this idea, they've got these uniform requirements, they want this degree of uniformity, they want people to look alike, and I was surprised, but almost everybody supported it.
There is a bit of a legacy, though, of tattoos in the military. My grandfather served in World War II. You cross the equator, he got the big, Navy tattoo on his forearm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it doesn't make sense that something like that would be banned these days.
And I don't disagree with attention to uniformity. I mean, it seems like it would increase safety in the field a great deal for certain for soldiers who would be differentiated by their tattoos. I just don't think it's practical. If the Army paid to have them removed, that I think would be more practical.
Well, and I understand it's a way of life too, but I'll tell you, as a civilian, if someone with a Tweety Bird tattoo on their forehead wants to defend my safety, I'm fine with it. Personally, I don't care what they have on their arms.
But I mean,
necks.
I think let's face it. I mean, most of the people that join the military tend to be obviously younger people. So I mean, this is just something else to think about because it is true. 18 years old, you go out, you have too much to drink or whatever, and you decide to get that big old tattoo. It could have some consequences down the line. So it's something people need to be aware of.
I thought I saw a putty test coming up, a new haunted house that will literally scare the clothes off you. So mind your tattoos once again.
All right, now more of what's hot in our viewers' choice topic of the day.
Again, we're joined by John and Willow and Jeff Wagner from News Radio 620. All right, a teenage girl is recovering after she was attacked by a pit bull on the city's northwest side. Neighbors heard that girl screaming, came to her rescue. One man actually grabbed a shovel to fight off the dog.
Yeah, someone else grabbed a gun and shot the animal. Should people be allowed to own pit bulls? That's question number 2.
Now, I don't know why people would want to own pit bulls, number 1. But I'm not ready to say you ban the breed, but if you are going to own a dangerous dog like this, and they are dangerous dogs, I understand some people say, my little Fluffy would never hurt anybody, but when these dogs break bad, they break bad. If that happens, you need to be held accountable. There needs to be criminal charges brought, because if you're going to own a dog like that, you have an awesome responsibility.
It's a weapon.
And they're not just talking about pit bulls in this ban. They're talking about Rottweilers, Dobermans, and other breeds that have a high percentage or a strong history of attacking people. It's such a complicated question because how do you single out a certain breed when any dog can be trained to be an attack dog? Probably a poodle could be trained to hurt somebody pretty badly. But these dogs do have a pretty established track record. And I like your solution, Jeff, because I have met some really absolutely wonderful pit bulls in my life, but if they are considered a dangerous breed, holding people accountable from the outset maybe is a way to work it out for everybody. That said, though, they're still on the street.
Any dog can turn on somebody eventually.
True, but I have a pug and I have a Chihuahua, and I don't care how long they bite you, they're not going to kill you.
You're right, that's the difference. You're in the emergency room maybe with a couple stitches, but that's why if you're going to, you have an obligation, I think, if you are the dog owner, if you're going to own a dog like this, you have to be accountable. In the case we were just talking about, the dog was running loose. My God, the dog was running loose and attacked this kid.
Yeah. All right.
Tough
well,
one.
It is time now for our lightning round. We all know haunted houses are a big part of Halloween, but what if you walked inside naked.
Wow, a new attraction in Pennsylvania. I didn't see this one coming. New attraction in Pennsylvania has a haunted house called the Naked and Scared Challenge. Would you try it out?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
So the way
Next
the way they do this, I guess there was no tape. The way they do this is you only go in with the group that you have your reservation with. The lights are extra low. There's lots of strobes, but you still will
Extra
learn
low,
things,
not low enough.
Right. You'll still learn things about your friends that you might not have known before. It's not sexual. You can't take your cell phone in. They can tell if you have your cell phone, you're not wearing anything. But would I do it? No.
Okay, see, I'm going to be the first to admit that me naked is not a pretty sight at all.
So that would be scary. You'd
my
scare
big
off the-
concern would be, right, I'd be mistaken as part of the attraction as opposed to one of the patrons that are there.
Attraction, repulsion.
Of all
yeah.
the different things, of all the different things that are out there and ideas, I think this is one that I'm not big on haunted houses to begin with, but if you got to strip down, I don't think so. I'll pass.
I think it has a right to exist, though. That said, fine. If people want to do it, fine.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Oh, no, where are you two? Okay.
No.
Where are you
No,
two?
absolutely
No.
not.
All right.
No, and no more discussion.
Oh.
See, I thought Steve might be more of a sport there. I thought maybe the real Steve Chamraz would be okay.
I got freaked out when I was like fourth grade in a haunted house, and I can never go back in them.
I had an experience like that with tequila in college.
I'm not afraid of much, but anyway, the What's Hot discussion continues online. Find that page, tmj4.com/hot.